Hi friends, it's me Roberta from Roberta's Artistic Adventures. Today I wanted to show you how I make what I call a pizzarito. It's a tortilla and you put all the pizza toppings on it. So I was going to show you how I make it. Let me get the camera set up. I use a cast iron skillet to cook everything, so it's been cleaned out. I turn it on, and for about 2 pizzaritos, I'll cook and render the fat off of about 20 or so pieces of pepperoni. I just put them in circles all the way around the skillet. It doesn't really take too long to cook them down. And if you like your pepperoni soft, you can forgo this part, but the rendered fat is what I will cook the vegetables in, and I usually have mushrooms and bell pepper. Today I only have the bell pepper. So while that's cooking, I'm going to go ahead and cut these up in small little diced pieces, kind of medium size. I love to have mushrooms and bell peppers. I totally forgot the mushrooms. And whatever extra I cut, I will just add to the bag of pineapple that I have, that I will also add. And I will just pull that out for the next time I make some. I usually have 2 forks out, excuse me, so that I can flip the pepperoni over. I let it cook on one side and then I let it cook on the other. It's a really beautiful day out today. Should have had my forks out, right? That made a lot of noise. I apologize. I'm going to take it off real quick. And I like mine a little crunchy, so that it got a little crunchy is fine with me. You pick it up so you can kind of see what it's looking like. I have no idea how to use this camera this way. Alright, let me put this back. No, this way? Yeah, okay. And the pan is still hot, so it'll still cook on the other side. I also use pizza sauce. I have bell pepper. I usually also use some mushroom. Pineapple. I like the chunks, but I couldn't find it last time. I did find a bunch later. But I'm just going to use the one ring and then tear it off into pieces and put it around the tortilla. I use regular flour tortillas. You could use the bigger ones if you want a bigger one. This is a good size. I'll usually eat 2 of these. I use Romano Parmesan, or this one is the Asiago Romano Parmesan. I use that. And the Provolone and Mozzarella cheese. So when the pepperoni is done, I just gather it all up. Try to get it out of grease so it doesn't keep soaking it up. Now with the fat, or the rendered grease, I go ahead and take 2 of the tortillas, and I just kind of swirl it around so that it gets the grease on it. And I put it grease side up on the plate, and do the same with the other one, and lay it on top. And then here I would put the vegetables in so I could kind of warm them up, get them cooked up a little bit. So now I put them back on the heat. I like the bell pepper cooked up a little bit so it's soft. And sometimes I do the pineapple, but I'm not going to do it today. What it does in a cast iron is that the sugar in it will kind of crystallize and make things stick on the skillet, and I don't want anything sticking right now. I'm going to go ahead and open the sauce and have a large tablespoon ready to go. Now I'm going to leave this off to one side while I get ready to put one of these in. And you put the greasy side down, and if the grease hasn't gotten everywhere, there's some places where the grease didn't cover the whole thing. So I just take them and spin them around and try to cover each little bit. I'm going to put it down in there, turn the heat off, and go ahead and spoon in about 2 tablespoons of pizza sauce. And I smear it so it gets all the way up to the edges of the tortilla. These are flour, not corn. Next I put on the grated Parmesan Romano Asiago cheese. And I like it, so I put on a good amount. Next I put on the cheese, the finely shredded Provolone and Mozzarella along the bottom. And then the last one I put on would be the pineapple. And I just take a ring and I just tear it into chunks. And then I just put it around the edges. Now I can turn the heat back on. I'll wash my hands real quick. And so I want it on a little bit low to cook slowly because it takes a while for the cheese to melt. My bell pepper's still over on the side here, cooking down. I normally cook it for a lot longer, but I'm trying to make a video, so I'm trying to make everything a little bit faster, so you can definitely take your time and make it where your vegetables are softer, so they're softer to the tooth when you eat it. So I'm going to let this brown a little bit, and all I'm looking for is for the bottom of it to actually get nice and brown, and a little bit brown for me is not enough. I really like it brown but not black. So I just keep letting it cook. When I have the veggies on this side, this burner burns hot on this side and not as hot this side. So that's why I got the veggies, because I'm still trying to soften them up. That's why they're on this side. And it's starting to turn a little bit brown, so I'm going to take a little bit. And I'm just going to make the one to show you. And some people like to put their pepperoni inside while it's cooking, but for me, I don't like to. I don't like my pepperoni soggy. I like it nice and crunchy. So I'll actually just cook the pizzarito and then put the veggies in it, and then I'll eat the pepperoni off the side. And as I take a bite, I'll take 1 or 2 pepperoni and eat it while I eat the pizzarito. There we go, nice and brown. Close it up, pull it out, and then I add the other one. Pull it off the heat. And I'm going to go ahead and put half of the bell pepper in here. And that one's good to go. So this is what I'm going to be having for lunch in a few minutes. Half of these will be saved for the other pizzarito that I'm making, but this is my meal that I'm going to consume in just a few minutes when I sit down. I hope you enjoy watching my cooking video. I pray that you guys have a blessed day. Thank you for watching.